Hey guys, welcome back. Small Louisiana Homestead here, and today we're gonna go ahead and start some seeds indoors. Of course, I am outdoors today. I'm gonna make the mess out here instead of making the mess indoors. But these plants, once we're done, I will go ahead and put them in. Show y'all how I'm gonna set them up in there. We have some, today's the 18th, yeah, January 18th, and we have some major cold snow, sleet type weather headed down here. I'm sure everybody's aware of that because everybody's kind of watching it. That's something that we are not used to at all. We're not ready for. You know, I'm as ready as I can be here on the homestead by covering my plants and putting what I can in the greenhouse you see behind me, and taking most things in the house and just riding it out. And so we're gonna see how that goes, guys. It's been many years since I've seen snow or sleet, so it's almost gonna it's gonna feel like it's something new. But you know, we gotta go through it, so we'll just make the best of it, and I hope all of y'all make the best of it also, and y'all are prepared. So the trays I'm gonna be using are some that I had got from Amazon. I do have another set, an older set of these. I'm gonna put a link in the description. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 trays. You get 5 trays, 5 of these little transplant deals, pods, and it comes with the lids also, and the little things you put on top to control the airflow. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be setting all that up once we get indoors. Also, what we're gonna be planning is I have some purple beauty peppers from Annie Heirlooms. I had some peppers last year I had planted. They did very well from there. I'm gonna try the hot poblanos again. I didn't get any to come up last year. So this pack's already opened, and we're just going to go ahead and try and see what we can get out of it. If nothing comes of it, and so be it. The banana peppers we planted last year, had 2 varieties that did well. I have something new, some Jedi F1 hybrid hot peppers from Johnny Seeds. We're going to try those out. Some Autry F1, that's a hybrid bell pepper, sweet pepper. Got 2 packs of those. And we have some Turkish Delight eggplant, which I'm not going to start today. I'm going to start that with my tomatoes. I didn't realize I stuck it in here. I was supposed to put it back. No, we're not going to start that today. We're going to wait. Any of the tomatoes and eggplants, they grow a little faster and germinate a little faster than these peppers do. They take a little while longer, sometimes 14 days, roughly. There's no exact time on it, but they do take longer to germinate and kind of grow to get to their first true leaves, which is when we're going to start fertilizing. And you know, in a little while after that, probably 4 weeks, let's just say, hopefully we're ready to up pot by that time. And that's the tomatoes I left in here, but we're not going to do those today. So just peppers today. All right. What I normally do is I go ahead and it's a common thing that, you know, and then y'all that start anything by seed, y'all know what I'm talking about. This ain't nothing new to anybody. But I'm just gonna go ahead and explain it. You're gonna go ahead and take some of your seed starter mix, which I keep in this bucket right here. I also keep this with a lid on it, and I keep it indoors, or you can keep it in a shop, you know, garage, whatever. And you want to go ahead and fill your tray up. Just gonna show y'all this one, guys. So it's some of y'all this is y'all's first time starting seeds, and I know a lot of people, they kind of stay away from starting seeds because it can be difficult. it can be discouraging when things don't work out, and you got to start over, and you feel like you're wasting or being wasteful. You know, I know that feeling. Trust me. But it's way cheaper than going to that store down the road and buying a bell pepper plant for $5 to $6 for one plant. I can get a whole pack of seeds with at least 20 to 25 seeds in it. Not saying they're all going to germinate, but I can get that for $2, $3. I mean, and you know, and have bell peppers coming out the yin yang. So, you know, if you make, but that's why I try to encourage everyone to start learning seeds, you know. And when it doesn't work out, you're not really losing anything. I know it kind of feels like it, especially if you're like me, you love gardening, you love plants, and you get upset or discouraged when, you know, something doesn't make it, or something gets frozen, like, for, you know, this cold air that's coming. If you let things slip by you and you don't stay on top of things, by the time you notice it, it's too late. You've done lost, you know, plants and whatever else. But, and then I just go ahead and I pack it down like this. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna water it down. We wanna wet it. You know, kind of slow, not so you don't throw all the dirt out of the cells. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this settle for a little bit, and then we're gonna see how much more we need to add. Then I'll add a little bit more, and then I'll wet it again, let it settle. Then I'll show you how we're gonna plant that. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, this is a 40 cell seed tray. There's 40 cells in here. I'm gonna kind of split this in half. 20 plants here, 20 plants there. We're gonna go ahead and do the Annie's Heirloom variety, Purple Beauty variety. So say about 25 seeds in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the back of my eraser. They do give you a little tool with that set also. You can use this, you know, to poke your little hole in there. But, you know, either way, I got a habit of always having a pencil on me, so I'll go as deep as the eraser goes. Don't want to go too deep. Just make a little divot inside the cell. We're not going to bury these in dirt, guys. We're going to use, I'm going to top it off with perlite. Kind of how I've been doing it. Seems to work out pretty well. And it perlite helps retain the moisture also. Where you're not watering constantly. And you don't want to be watering constantly. You want this to be moist in a humid environment, but not sopping wet. And then we'll just go ahead, I'll drop one seed in each actually you want to do two if you have enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and chance one, but I may have some that I'm gonna put two, because I'm gonna go ahead and just use the whole pack, because it's not really, even if I save a few, you know, this is gonna be the do or die, because I don't really have a whole lot in this packet. Wasn't technically a commercial pack that I bought. Johnny Seeds offers a lot more seeds, and the prices are not half bad. Like if you starting you have a nursery and whatnot, you can get a lot more bang for your buck. Okay, I got about 10 extra. Let's go ahead and sporadically put 2 in each of those cells. Oh, I got 3 in that one. I don't know if I can get it out. Alright. And put it right there. Okay, guys, now So I got that done. What I do next is I take some perlite. Try not to get it on this side because I still got to plant that side. I just want to show you this side. And go ahead and cover everything. The seed and all. You're going to leave the seed technically exposed, but the perlite's going to cover it. Plus, what's going to happen is when we go ahead and we're going to water it one more time, whenever I'm done, everything's going to come together around the seed. A little bit dirt and perlite, so it should be fine. And it can push through the perlite very easily because this stuff is just as almost lighter than almost lighter than dirt itself. So soil, dirt, whatever word you want to use. Some people don't like using the word dirt. I say dirt mostly, than other than soil. But soil is a fancy word to me. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's how I start my any seed, really. Any seed I'm going to start. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up what I got to finish up. Then I'll bring you back inside and I'll show you how we're going to set this up. Well, guys, here we are. The greenhouse in the house. It's a project I've been working on for seed starting. What I'm doing here is I'm not sure if you can see. I'm trying to bring y'all in, but I have some grow lights here. I do have another rack of grow lights. I do have some other grow lights on order that I'm going to be hanging in here to make it a little neater, because right now it's kind of stuff's everywhere. I've just been working on it. I'm not done with it yet by any means. I got the heat mats that we're going to go ahead and place the plants on. They're a 20 by 10 heating mat, which is kind of the standard size for those little trays that I showed you that I'm using, those little 40 cell trays. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how we're gonna set the seeds on there and show you around in there if we can fit. It's not that big, but I'll bring you back. Okay, guys, I got you in here the best that I could. So see these little grow lights? I found these on Walmart. I think they were like $30, I think. I've been having them for a couple years now, but I like these because there's one on each side, and I can keep one for each tray. Now you're not gonna need these right away, because the seeds aren't up. It's gonna take some time for the seeds to come up and germinate. Once they come up, you can turn the light on because they'll be looking for light right away. Like tomatoes too, how tomatoes want to get leggy and stuff like that. That's because they're searching for the light as soon as they come out of the soil. I do have a trick to that legginess that I'm gonna show y'all whenever we do plant the tomatoes. I'll bring y'all back and show y'all how I'm gonna try to avoid so much legginess. I think I have a plan for that, but I'll bring you back when that time comes. Got my seed trays in here. You can go ahead and place them on the heating mat. You're going to use the heating mat for your tomatoes also, and your peppers, any hot peppers, sweet peppers, any of that, eggplants, tomatoes. We're going to put heating mats under that. That's going to speed up the germination and keep the soil warm, because these seeds need warm soil. That's why we're storing them indoors versus outdoors, which even if they would come up outdoors, the cold weather below 40s will kill the plant anyway. So they can't handle any of that. So you always double check, make sure your mats are getting warm. And got my lids here. This little dome's gonna create, I closed it off. We're not gonna open it until the seeds start to come up. It's gonna create a humid environment. You're gonna start seeing condensation on the inside of this lid over time, and the heating mat is gonna help to speed that process up, and that's gonna keep your soil moist. Now we watered. That's it. There's no more watering after this. These should keep the environment humid. Okay. Now, I might have failed to say, I'm going to leave these lights off today and tomorrow and give it a couple of days, and I'm going to go ahead and turn them on, because these seeds may germinate in the middle of the night, or while, you know, I'm at work, or not here for me to catch them. So at that point, I'm going to go ahead and turn them on, and I'm just going to leave them on. That way, whenever the seed does germinate and start to surface, it's going to have the light already. And then we're just going to leave the light on for a couple of days as things start coming up, as things start to, everything comes up that's going to come up. I'm going to go ahead and put these little lights have a timer on it. I'm going to go ahead and probably put them on 16 hours to start with light. And then the rest of the time around the clock, they're going to stay in the dark, which I'm going to try to plan it to where the lights are on during the day, and at night they rest. Because believe it or not, just like outside, plants need rest too. They sleep at night. Well, some plants do not sleep at night. Like vegetable plants, that at nighttime is some of the most growing time for the plant. It actually grows more at night than it does during the day, especially in the summer and in the late spring, because it's so warm or so hot that the plant stresses, so it goes into a mode to where it doesn't want to do anything. It just grows, you know, it stops growing. It kind of stunts it, not stunts it growth, but it's complicated, I guess. But I mean, that's that. So I'm trying to explain that the best I can to y'all guys. I don't have a teleprompter in front of me, and I'm not reading from a script. It just everything out of my head. So, and everything I've learned and still learning. Okay, now go ahead and put this one down here. I only got these couple spots I'm gonna be using right now until we get to our tomatoes and all of that. Then we'll have a full little greenhouse at that point of everything that we're gonna like that. We're gonna start from seed early. That way, when the time comes, mid-April is my, you know, where I'm aiming for down here in South Louisiana to get these transplants outside. But I will have to up pot all of these. I'll show y'all that too before they even go outside. So we still have a lot of time. Probably in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably, which will probably be almost February, we'll go ahead and get them tomatoes started. So now, if you can see on this side, I got some little fans I've been having. They're not strong fans. There's some little bitty little 6-inch, I think, or yeah, about 6 inches. As our plants start to come up and start growing, I'm going to be transferring them to this side, still with grow lights, and we're going to turn the fans on. And what that does is it allows the plant to how you say that? It puts it into kind of a survival mode to where it's like out in the elements where the wind's blowing and things are waving back and forth, and for them to save themselves from breaking or, you know, breaking over, it puts them into a root growing mode, I guess would be the word. It makes them want to grow longer, bigger roots to keep itself stable. So it's kind of a survival thing that the plants do. And so that's going to help give me a nice root ball. Once you start seeing the first true leaf, which if you're not familiar what that is, codlin leaves are the first little leaves, 2 little leaves that come out when they germinate. The true leaf is going to come out from the center between those. It's going to actually start to look like the actual leaf of the plant once, you know, everything starts getting to adulthood after you transplant it outside, you know, as it starts to grow and produce. If you want, you can go search that online, or they got other people on YouTube that explain it also. You know, it's a kind of a common thing. So they may be able to demonstrate a little better than me, but I'm doing the best I can. So other than that, that's what this side is for. I got 4 racks. I even have this 4 shelf here if I need it in the back. So this thing is like 6 by 6, I think. It's not big. I can at least stand up in it without hitting my head. But like I said, I got some grow lights, and we'll be hanging off of here and maybe discontinuing these for this thing anyway. or maybe even putting them down here at the bottom rack, kind of hang them off the wire rack from right here. Trying to work on it and just build on it a little bit at a time. So that's it, guys. Now it's only time will tell, and I'll keep y'all updated on it as things start surfacing. I'll do a little short video, kind of show you how things are going, and that's it, guys. So y'all take care. Y'all stay warm. You know, that's all we can do. You just gotta let it pass, guys. So, and then get to spring and summer and get to growing season, guys. I can't wait. I'm excited. So I'll see y'all later. God bless. Take care.